Rest in peace, Joey. Rest in peace, Bobby. The period of appreciation is gone now.
Liverpool paying tribute to mark the passing of two former players, Bobby Graham, a Scottish forward of the 1960s and early 70s, and the much-loved Welsh defender Joey Jones, a European Cup winner in 1977. The 247th Merseyside derby, an occasion that divides families, never mind the entire city, has its own unique flavour, and it usually produces plenty in terms of action and drama. Strong narrative thread runs through this fixture, through this rivalry. It's Liverpool enjoying early possession with Szoboszlai and now McAllister. Taken from him by Dewsbury Hall, and alongside me is Jim Beckley.
Yeah, I think we've already seen a glimpse of the fact that Everton, who have been pressing at a higher level in recent games, it looks as if they're going to do it, I suppose, with care against this Liverpool outfit.
Here's the midweek match winner, Virgil van Dijk. Ibrahima Konate. They've won their last 5 games in all competitions, scoring 12 goals. They've won all 4 games in the Premier League. But to win today, they would temporarily at least go 6 points clear, just 5 games into the campaign. And yet some still suggest, Jim, that they've yet truly hit their straps this season.
Yeah, I would agree. The rhythm hasn't been quite there. The quality, they have a level that they can aspire to, and it isn't quite there yet. I think there was more to be positive about after the Atletico Madrid game. I think there was some really good passages of play, but integration is at play.
And just a word on that topic about Arne Slot's decision to leave out Florian Wirtz today.
Yeah, I think he's done well to a point, Wirtz. He's all part of that integration, of course. I think his movement has been excellent. He wants to get on the ball all the time. That's wonderful to see. But he's not producing those telling passes.
Here's Salah. Away by Keane. And then a foul and a free kick for Everton, by which they can clear their lines.
Yeah, and the first attempt from Bradley to stop Grealish.
Lips of the referee. It's Darren England today from South Yorkshire, taking charge of his first ever Merseyside derby.
Beto might not be everybody's cup of tea, John, but he always seems to cause Van Dijk and Konate a problem or two.
To the extent that he scored in the derby at Goodison last season. Kirkes. Open Jai. Uncomfortable for Pickford. Probability reflects the fact that Everton have only won one of their last 28 matches on this ground. It won't be lost on football historians that whilst Everton have a really threadbare recent record here, in the mists of time, Anfield was their home ground up until 1892. Dispute with their landlord. march to Goodison Park, and a new club being formed who became Liverpool FC. Enjoy. Dewsbury Hall. Lemon Njai. Alistair. A 28th derby for David Moyes, and he's won just 5 of them, and he has never won here. It's his 23rd visit as a manager.
Yeah, I think every Evertonian will feel it, that they can come here now with a little more confidence about how they're playing their game. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, John, about the extra creativity that had been brought into the squad.
Conor Bradley for Liverpool, feeding Mohamed Salah. That's where it goes awry for the home team.
Yeah, needed to be in front of Bradley and not behind him.
Soboslai, Salah. Gravenberch, had a game of games against Atletico Madrid in the week. Cody Gakpo, Gravenberch again. Alexis McAllister. TK Soboslai. McAllister.
Terrible control from Darren England. It was a shocking touch.
It is his derby debut, Jim. Make allowances. Salah. Tarkowski. Good drop for Gakpo. He's aware of the looming presence of Jake O'Brien.
Yeah, I mean, he had a swinger with his swinger.
Bradley. Gakpo's layoff for Ekitike. Jack Grealish for Everton.
I suspect next time after that, Jack Grealish will realise that he's going to be pressed hard and he's got to release it earlier.
Dominic Soboslai. Bradley. Gakpo. Better to chase, but Canate had a good head start.
I was at Turf Moor last Sunday, John, and this is reminiscent of what we saw in the first half there.
Liverpool only won in the 95th minute with a spot kick from Salah. It's been the story of their season, late decisive goals.
Well, I remember this time last season, it was better second halves than first halves. And now it's all about late goals, yeah.
Pretty dank day in the city of Liverpool. We've had quite a bit of rain. You'll hear too many of the players complaining about a slippy surface. Maybe that aids the spectacle. Mourinho shrugs his shoulders and points for a goal kick.
Well, there's often a debate about him, you know. Is he being fouled or is he going down a little too softly at times?
Kirkes, popping up centre field. Gatto. Broken up by Gay. And Jai. Gravenberch to Soboslai. Salah. Gravenberch! 10 minutes on the dot. And Gravenberch on the spot. And Liverpool's bright opening is rewarded. Pickford comprehensively beaten.
Well, sometimes on the back of a really good season, you can find it hard to get going again. Now, Everton, I think, were complaining about this, but it looked clean to me from Gakpo. He seemed to get his foot to the ball, and Njai went down thereafter. And once it is fed to Salah, it's a brilliant little pick out. But there's an awful lot for Gravenberch to still have to do. You know, he's got to get there, he's got to get in position, and he's got to time that little kind of hook on as he's managed with his right foot, and he does it brilliantly, and it seems to catch Pickford by surprise, and he's never getting there, the keeper. And it's a cracking little goal.
He doesn't score that many. Still in single figures for the club, but that's an important one. Comprehensively dispatched. And Liverpool's positivity rewarded. Scoring with their first shot of the game. Here they come again with Gakpo. It's good work by Njai. Grealish.
He's probably thinking, oh no, here we go again.
All too familiar sinking feeling for David Moyes at Anfield.
Yeah, and that just gives you an idea of where the game is being played at the moment, and it's pretty much around the Everton penalty box.
Gravenberch.
You can rely on that. I mean, I thought he was terrific on Wednesday night too, but the goal that we've just seen, John, was just beautifully taken. I mean, you've got to kind of meet it, you've got to time it, and you've got to get enough behind it, and he did all of that in that little moment.
Just his 6th goal for Liverpool. 2nd of this season. Dewsbury Hall finding himself in bother. No foul. McAllister. Kirkes. Ekitike. It's 33 years since Liverpool last lost a Merseyside derby in which they scored the first goal. Soboslai. Salah. Soboslai, and away by Tarkowski.
Yeah, I think he might have been trying to just cross that to the far post looking for Ekitike. Soboslai.
Salah. He'll strike it! And Everton hearts were in Everton mouths again.
Yeah, I just didn't expect it to break his way, but once it did, I'm sure everybody back there in blue was a tad worried. Not that far away.
It's now to sweep. Give it to Garner. And via that, Everton have a throw.
Now, anything that's hit like that today, because of the wet surface, it's just going to skid on either over the byline or to the keeper.
Superb finish by Gravenberg, his second goal in his last 4 Premier League appearances. He scored just once in his previous 63.
Well, I think one or two were commenting on the fact that if only this guy could add a few more goals, maybe we're going to see it this season.
Liverpool dominating the ball.
Yeah.
Ekitike. Garner managed to fight back and get a tackle in.
Yeah, he's won this one, and Grealish has applauded the referee for the decision. I guess just looking at that possession stat, John, that's the next thing David Moyes would like to have, patches of possession.
The two Everton's only defeat this season at Leeds on the opening Monday night of the season. Since then, plenty of signs of encouragement with a number of new personnel to the fore. Kirkes, Gakpo, Gravenberg, Gakpo, McAllister, and it comes out to Bradley. Flying block by Mykolenko.
Yeah, tremendous from Mykolenko to get across. Two touches for better so far. I mean, very, very tough for him. One in his own half too.
Gakpo. for Everton. Minutes on the clock, and the Diego Jota song echoes around Anfield. Poignantly, his final goal for the club was the winner in this fixture back on the first day of April.
Still so shocking, so sad.
Opportunity for O'Brien to open his shoulders. Tiki got his head to it. Garner all the way back to Pickford. Jake O'Brien. Did go out of play. For a moment of reflection from the assistant referee, Lee Betts.
Down in folklore. After that, United Goodison, the final Merseyside derby there.
98th minute equaliser. One of the most thunderous roars that I think Goodison ever produced.
The whole place shook.
Gay. Looking for Beto, and Konate's forced to intervene.
Yeah, he just couldn't afford to do anything else really. Konate running back towards his own goal. I think at one stage he thought maybe Beto was going to get there, but happy to get something on it.
Set piece offers opportunity for Everton. Dewsbury Hall will take it. Allison will punch it more up than out. Down by Keane, away by Van Dijk. Grealish. Gay. Resolute block by Soboslai, who now follows up the play. Salah. And Gecko.
If he connects properly with that, he's probably going to smash the back of the net. But he doesn't time it. Yeah, once Soboslai got the block on it, able to kind of take it up the pitch, and yeah, it's just mistimed, straight into the deck. I mean, Everton are working hard and trying to get back into the game, and if it means set pieces, then they'll be happy to take it.
Grealish. Tarkovsky. Going away from Njai. Spencer's to foul McAllister.
Takes you back to Goodison last season when McAllister was deemed to have fouled Njai. And Beto scored from the free kick. And all of that was slowly winding Arne Slot up. Not too happy with Michael Oliver that evening.
No. I think the one real moment where he's lost his cool since beginning touchline duty for Liverpool. Normally the emotion of a Merseyside derby got to him. Merseyside derby at Goodison. Here's Grealish. In for Dewsbury Hall. Everton's first big chance.
I'm surprised. I mean, I like Dewsbury Hall and how he's operating. He's trying to find whatever space is available, and he's getting himself into it. You know, once Grealish kind of slipped past Gravenberg there, it's a lovely little ball. I thought that was going to go across the keeper. And that's a lovely little dummy to fool the Dutchman, and more should have been made of it.
Kirkes, ball over by Njai, who will be cautioned.
Yeah, I mean, it's the bearer's touch. I think he's kind of stumbling anyway, but he's been fairly aggressive so far. I think Kirkes, he knows he's up against a very talented, skillful boy, and he wants to dominate it.
Flashpoint between Gay and Gravenberch. Gravenberch. Ekitike! Two. And rapturous acclaim for Ugo Ekitike as he scores his fourth of the season. Isak not starting today, but what an action to have for Liverpool.
Are you watching Alexander Isak? I mean, once possession was lost, and it was from the attempted header from Dewsbury Hall, I don't think Everton quite recovered. And it's a beautiful pass to find Ekitike, and so much so that he just can control it. Just with a little touch, there it is. And then he's in a position to actually place it away from Pickford. Or indeed through his legs. And that was, I think, a beautiful little constructed goal.
Well, in the context of Liverpool's extraordinary free-spending summer, £69 million is a bit of a snit. Ugo Ekitike, knowing that Isak is waiting in the wings, has made very positive first impressions.
Gravenberch with a goal and an assist.
Question. Much of an uptick, further uptick are we going to see from Liverpool this season with all their recruitment, experience and the achievement of last season in their back pocket as well? frontier from last year was the Champions League. Greenish. Mikalenko. Still free kick for Liverpool.
Yeah, Bradley just managed to get himself in the way between Mikalenko and the ball, and there was probably only going to be one outcome.
Salah. Where does Ekitike fit in for you, Jim, once he's starting regularly?
You've got to remember that there's going to be an awful lot of games to play for Liverpool this season, so I think leaving some players out at times, he can play from the left side too, you know, so I mean he may have appearances there instead of Gakpo, and play up there more or less with Isak at times. But yeah, I don't think there's any danger in the fact that, you know, he's going to be short on minutes. He'll get lots. I said it last week about him. You know, he's a battler. He doesn't make it easy for centre backs. He's willing to go in where it hurts at times, and he's a very composed finisher.
In at Dewsbury Hall. There is any solace in this rather grim situation for Everton, it's perhaps in the fact that in 3 of their last 5 games, Liverpool have surrendered a 2-0 lead. They have then bitten back and gone on to win the game again, but they have given up 2-0 advantages in 3 of their last 5 fixtures. Which has made for great viewing for the neutral.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, because I thought there was a different Everton coming to Anfield today because of their additions from the summer, and I thought there's a little more about them going forward, but we've not really seen it at all.
To your point, Jim, Everton yet to register an effort on target.
That's a shocking touch from Beto. He made amends to a point.
And Jai. Garner. O'Brien. Mikalenko. And Beto unable to drop it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bouncing Everton's way at the moment, and I think it just clipped him on the head as it went through. Beto. think there'll be a lot of Evertonians behind that goal. They all look a little numb at the moment. I think they'll be a little angry at the fact that even you know, hard tackle, just liven it up somehow, get something going for Everton, because it's too easy for Liverpool.
Unjai. Beto.
I mean, that came at him really quickly, and he was slightly ahead of it, so it was always going to be a difficulty to actually try and wrap his foot around that one, or indeed his head had it been slightly higher. But yeah, Liverpool have helped the cause on that occasion, but a very difficult one for him to steer where he would have liked.
Liverpool's home record is formidable. 23 of their last 28 games here. 3 defeats in the last 82 at Anfield in the Premier League. Last visitors to win here in this competition, Nottingham Forest. Mikalenko. Strong header by Kirkes. Not further clear by Gakpo and Ekitike. O'Brien. Van Dijk.
Yeah, Tarkowski and Keane have both arrived into the box to try and assist Beto and get on the end of this long throw.
Van Dijk and Tarkowski attracting the referee's attention.
A derby niggle.
Playground stuff, Jim.
Indeed.
O'Brien. Gay. Sal.
Keane has actually done well since he's started this season filling in for Branthwaite. And there's even been suggestions of getting him up front instead of Beto or Barry. I speak to a lot of Evertonians every week, John, and some of them have been saying that he might do a better job. Yeah, Van Dijk still pumped. Feels he sent Tarkowski packing.
The player impeded. Coming back to your point, and it is a serious one, I mean, could Everton really field Michael Keane as a starting striker? I mean, what an indictment that would be of their recruitment over the past couple of years.
Yeah, well, I guess, I mean, he's obviously, because of Branthwaite and his absences, he's needed at the back, so I doubt it's probably anything that's come into David Moyes' head. But yes, he can be, certainly on set pieces, he can be a threat. But it's just frustrated Evertonians. I think they'd like to have more oomph up front.
Is there any other sort of Evertonian?
Well, I think they've got, you know, a fair amount of optimism for this season and the start that's been made. And David Moyes is back, and look what he did for them last season. So he deserves every chance to try and push it on again.
Ghana. Mikalenko. O'Brien still up. And Jai. Mistake by Bradley. And here's Grealish. It's a corner. James Garner's gone across to tee this up.
6-yard box busy again.
Grealish.
Yeah, Garner doing what he did against, or trying to do what he did against Brighton.
There's two renewing acquaintance. Gay. Bradley. Soboslai. Indications we're getting suggest there'll be one extra minute.
Everton have been reliant on long balls and set plays. Yeah, and that's the big disappointment, obviously, for them coming here. You know, 3 attempts, okay, but nothing that's worrying Alisson.
Bobby Mantley's on 4th official duty, and he's down below us preparing his electronic board. And it is, as suggested, 1 more minute. Dewsbury Hall. And Idrissa Gueye.
He doesn't connect properly either. You want to just pick it up off the turf really crisply. And I think he would have preferred it on his right foot. He knows he has to take it quickly with his left. And yeah, the connection again is into the ground. And it just kind of bounces up, and it gives Alisson the time to get across.
Ekitike. McAllister. Ibrahima Konate, down in England, ready with his whistle. And Liverpool holding sway in the derby. First half goals from Ryan Gravenberch, and then the same player setting up Ugo Ekitike. Liverpool in control for the vast majority of the first period, which ends with a half-time score at Anfield of Liverpool 2, Everton 0.
Yeah, very much all red in that first half of the Merseyside derby. The champions are 2 goals to the good. Ryan Gravenberch's third Premier League goal was spectacular, and then he laid that on for Ekitike, who has 3 to his name, and Liverpool in a very strong position.
My brother might be blind, but for him, football is not just about what we see, but what we feel.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here! Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m, all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Name?
Ifeanyi Obinna from Lagos, sir.
The king of virtual games.
A virtual winner? Yes, that's 7 straight wins, sir.
News, skyscraper. What's a view?
is the most like. You've seen a couple of glimmers of hope down there.
Yeah, I've seen how we're going to get close. I mean, it's exactly how we've played in the first 4 games up till this point, trying to create down that left-hand side. Jack Grealish getting the ball, Keenan Dewsbury Hall making this run. A touch disappointed, and it doesn't even hit the side netting. You know, so it's not close. I'd expect him to wrap his foot around that, but he keeps breaking into those spaces, and as he pulls this one back, you never really feel that Idris Saganagay is going to be able to finish on his weak foot from there. We'd love that to have been somewhat of quality of Gravenberch or Ekitike, you know, the quality, and it just shows the difference in player ability in the penalty area, because I think box-to-box Everton have been okay relatively, but when it comes to the main area of the football pitch, inside that penalty area, you saw what is it, 250 million pound overall in the squad at the front, what they can do.
Yeah, just to mention the 225 million pounds still on the bench as well with Messrs Isak and Weert. Liverpool 2 goals to the good, and Arne Slot, who's relied on late goals so far this season, saw a very early one and another one followed up. They're in a strong position. He has some thinking, some talking and some responding to do with his team in the second half.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m, all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Anytime I kiss your face, I smoosh your.
Sporty bet.
Wow, amazing. Cheron, Nigeria, we are rebuilding the nation, rebuilding Nigeria, renewing for as the sun is rising, our hope keeps rising, our story's changing, making progress, moving forward.
Renewing hopes, rebuilding Nigeria, powered by Citizen Connect Initiative.
Outrageous non-stop action. Turn the dial off. You never quite know what you're going to get. The stakes are high. They don't come much more fiercely contested than this. Huge clash. Can you feel it? The shaking.
Broadcast proudly brought to you by Guinness, the official beer of the Premier League, and MTN. Go make a difference.
All it takes is her to be a hero at the Women's Rugby World Cup.
So what can I get you?
Can I have some more golden penny pasta?
Tell me why you want more.
Because I enjoy sloping.
This is why I love my golden penny pasta. It's my family's favorite. What's your reason?
To courage for a romantic dinner.
Reminds me of home every time.
It truly satisfying me.
It's my ultimate comfort food.
And make delicious combos.
I just want more.
Because I love you all.
What's your reason? Great taste? Good nutrition.
Great things are happening on the Bet9ja mobile app. Enjoy betting services on a different level. Access a wide variety of betting options. Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Win big with our mobile games. Get great bonuses and promos and start winning. Withdraw your winnings with zero stress. Download the Bet9ja app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today. Bet9ja, more than a bet.
This is my brother Miracle. Even his rivals love him. He brings the game to life. My brother might be blind, but for him, football is not just about what we see, but what we feel.
To face Brighton at the Amex. Everton have it all to do. Just to give you an idea of the size of the task, Liverpool have never lost a Premier League home game when leading by 2 or more goals at half-time. That is the change from David Moyes. Thierry Barry, the 22-year-old Frenchman, who they paid £27 million for in the summer, is replacing Beto, his derby debut.
Yeah, and you hope he can hit the ground running. Not necessarily the easiest place to make your debut, but he's got nothing to lose. He can come on, his team are behind, and he gets something out of the game. Everton will be, he'll go down in Everton history.
So there we go then. Barry for Beto for Everton. Can the Merseyside visitors upset all the odds and get something out of this game at 2-0 down? Let's find out. Here's the second half with Jim Begley and with John Champion.
So David Moyes has made a half-time change. It's unsurprising it comes up front. And they replace one striker with another. Beto of Thierry Barry, a £27 million summer signing from Villarreal in Spain. On. It's a significant ask for them to turn the tide of this pretty one-sided derby. It's Liverpool lead thanks to goals from Gravenberch and Ekitike. Salah. Ekitike. Not short of confidence. Why would he be?
No, the first flick went down really well. Didn't quite set him up, but it was still nice to watch.
Cody Gakpo. Ekitike. Gakpo. O'Brien.
I thought we might see this from Liverpool at the start of the second half. The last 5 minutes of the first half, Everton had 70-odd% possession, and they were maybe creeping into it a little bit more, but I think the message was stamp it out.
Njai, Ekitike, Van Dijk, all flicks and tricks, but a goal kick. Slot experiencing a derby for the third time, a draw and a win so far, and a red card after full time at Goodison last season. Third Liverpool manager to win the league title in his first campaign at the helm.
Well, the first attempt by Keane to try and find Barry wasn't particularly successful then.
O'Brien. cross in front of Barry. Grealish. Mikalenko. There's limping still. Sing a bit. Meanwhile, it's Tarkowski, and it's Dewsbury Hall through the middle.
And the same result. Once the ball hits the turf, it's away. And Dewsbury Hall wasn't getting there. Tarkowski likes to do this a lot. He loves to kind of get his head up and see if he can find a runner. And Dewsbury Hall is always willing, whether it be Beto or Barry there, if they move to the side or drop a little deeper, he will make the run. I mean, in terms of the contest, it's obvious that Everton need the next goal.
Everton have come from behind to win a derby once since the Second World War. That one instance was all of 33 years ago at Goodison Park. Salah. Van Dijk. He. It's right amongst the home supporters now. Dewsbury Hall. Tierno Barry. Grealish.
I mean, listen to the Liverpool fans getting frustrated now because it's become so scrappy all of a sudden.
And here's Jack Grealish again for Everton. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Bring it back for Ghana. Here's Mikalenko. Taking the end of the stadium where their support is housed. Liverpool attacking the cot.
Ekitike for the moment has actually taken up that left-sided slot while Gakpo has moved centrally. I'm sure it's a temporary measure.
Stumble by Kirkhead and a subsequent recovery. Mikalenko. Dewsbury Hall has offered himself for that. Mikalenko again. Salah. Tarkowski. Gravenberch. Ekitike. Against Jake O'Brien. Gravenberch. McAllister. Ekitike. Bradley. Salah.
Yeah, well meant, but overdone. And you can just get the feeling around the stadium that Liverpool fans just want to see their team on the front foot again. And finish it off with scoring the next goal.
Alexander Isak is one of those warming up, but Curtis Jones is the Liverpool player who's just been called back by the bench.
Well, at least he doesn't have the Doucouré to contend with.
Yeah, there's the two who ended up trading red cards at the end of the derby at Goodison last season. Fiery ending. It's the last ever derby at the Grand Old Ground. Grealish. Gay. O'Brien. Tarkowski. Grealish. Mikalenko. Dewsbury Hall.
He spread himself really well, Konate. Everton promise.
It's not before time because they didn't offer much in the first half. Gay. Garner. Vitaly Mikalenko. Konate. Breaks on for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo. Ekitike was through the middle. Remains there. Instead, it's for Mo Salah with the check and the attempted finish.
Yeah. It could have arrived earlier, but once it did, Salah was always going to get it on his left side again.
Even after that one, the second thing, he had lots of space now.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice control, but needs a little more power to beat Pickford.
Barry. Looks like it's going to be Florian Wirtz as well as Curtis Jones when Liverpool make their changes. Garner. Dewsbury Hall. Keane. Enjoy. Deflection on that. And a comfortable correction from Allison. Led by rapid distribution. Advantage being played by Darren England. Okay. Grealish. Standing one up for Illiman and Jai and Idrissa Gueye! And Everton are back in the derby!
That guy, this guy, man, this guy.
And the whole mood changed on that. I mean, once Grealish does get in position, I mean, it's a cracking little ball to the far post to find Njai, who was very, very aware of Gay's position behind him. And I must admit, we've seen him kind of knock many over the crossbar, but this is another cracking goal. He catches this with great power and perfection, and there's too much behind it for Alisson to be able to respond. And we've got a contest again.
And again, Liverpool show themselves to be defensively vulnerable. They do offer opponents a chance. And that crisp finish, just 6 days short of his 36th birthday from Idrissa Gana Gueye.
The blue end is boisterous again.
The red end is ruminating. Very quiet on the clock as Liverpool prepare their double substitution. Response from the Liverpool supporters now. Tarkowski and Van Dijk.
Yeah, Liverpool's passing in the second half is not hitting the standard.
Repeat. Stat that we mentioned in the first half. 3 of the last 5 games. Liverpool have been 2-0 up and been pegged back to 2-2.
Not quite another assist for Grealish.
So Cody Gakpo comes off to be replaced by £116 million signing Florian Wirtz. Slightly more prosaically, in the engine room, Alexis McAllister still finding his way back to form and fitness. Gives way to Curtis Jones.
I assume them say that that's the money no reach they say like that for their own eyes. There's no amount of money you have. It's never enough. It's never enough.
Yeah, and Wirtz has gone straight to the Gakpo position on the left-hand side. I wondered if Szoboszlai might move, but not the case.
Rising well. Allison out to Garrett.
And there's another example of stray passing.
They're getting the G up from the boss.
I wonder if Tarkowski's eyeing up a chance.
Bit early for that yet, Jim. Kirkes. Szoboszlai, blocked by Mikalenko, it's a corner.
Yeah, just that roar tells you that the Liverpool supporters want more.
Taken more than an hour for Liverpool to register their first corner kick.
Taking quite a while as well for Konate and Van Dijk to get in position.
As Isak gets ready to come on from the bench. Szoboszlai. Bradley. Gravenberch. Jones. Bradley. Gravenberch. Van Dijk and Tarkowski. It came off an Everton head. It's a corner again.
I mean, no matter what the situation is at derbies, it's never comfortable. Never ever comfortable.
Szoboszlai in no hurry to take the ball across to the quadrant on the far side. Hungarian with the corner. The referee spotted some pushing, which saw Tarkowski hit the deck. There's a free kick.
Had to have been Van Dijk. Have done well to kind of lift themselves into Liverpool territory in terms of those attempts.
So Isak shortly will augment Liverpool's attack. Everton's goal by Idrissa Gueye, the first they've scored on this ground since February of 2021 when Gylfi Sigurdsson converted a penalty. A 2-0 Everton win. It was a game played behind closed doors during COVID. And remains Everton's only victory here in the last 26 years. Grealish. With Bradley, it's going to be a throw. And here comes Alexander Isak. And he's replacing Ugo Ekitike. Huge ovation for Ugo Ekitike. Another very well taken goal. And Alexander Isak, most expensive player in British football history, is on to make his Premier League debut for Liverpool. Szoboszlai.
Well, if he wants to endear himself to Liverpool fans, this is the game to do it in.
A fair few players who've gone on to become legendary Liverpool figures who've announced themselves in the derby. This is a Njai for Everton. And Grealish. And Gueye. And Alisson under pressure from Barry. And the whistle of the referee says free kick.
I think Barry knew that he wasn't going to get to it, so felt he had to just do something in terms of making contact with the keeper. And again, you know, very good ball by Grealish from the left-hand side. Jack in the box.
Everton's lifeline, provided by Idrissa Gueye. He's the oldest player on the pitch by a margin. Salah. Soboslai. Iliman and Jai. Grealish. Tumbled over by Soboslai. That'll be yellow for a Hungarian.
Well, I think the courage that was lacking for Everton in the first half, we're now seeing it in to better effect.
Grealish. Referee wasn't ready. Given permission. Age-old frustrations.
Well, Grealish seems to be the route to better things. That's why they're trying to find them as often as they can now.
It's Garner. There'll be a corner. Everton fans much more engaged in this now.
That's called belief.
Dewsbury Hall to take. Canate. And Jai. Gulfed in red. Salah. Options spreading themselves either way. Florian Wirtz. Tarkowski to the rescue.
As he tried to come inside, Wirtz, he just lost control of it. And it bubbled up. And that enabled Tarkowski to just make up the ground and get back, yeah.
Too much. Now, if this ball different for her, the goalkeeper never say anything.
Wirtz kind of still searching for that next step.
Soboslai. And Canate. Blocked and cleared by Grealish with the cop, hopefully, claiming handball. Grealish signalling it was his chest. Posted by Bradley. VAR's had a look and concurs that the ball struck chest, not arm. Soboslai. Flipped there by Garner.
Well, Soboslai likes him from these positions, doesn't he?
He does. Strikes them rather well, if the evidence of the recent game against Arsenal is anything to go by.
Yeah, I mean, there was no hint of handball at all, despite the big shout. I think it didn't come from Liverpool players, it came from the cop. And the only thing I can say about Canate there is Van Dijk does it a little better.
So we can dive in and get more or less the taker's view. Dominic Soboslai, the 83rd minute, decided the last home Premier League game against Arsenal. The rocket of a free kick. So he's a bit of a course and distance specialist. But does lightning ever strike twice? Szoboszlai wasn't the worst.
No, I think had it been low enough, I think Pickford probably helps it over the crossbar, but still very well hit. I mean, he gets great power on it. Not quite the dip on this occasion.
Isak. Kirkes. Jones. Isak. Pickford came across to confront. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, and Pickford did well to hold back. I think at one stage, I think Isak thought, oh, he might engage me here. And if so, then there might have been means to a penalty, but Pickford backed off. Yeah, I think Liverpool have responded to that goal that Everton got back to keep this very interesting. But they need a little bit more still, need a bit more oomph themselves.
Salah on the floor. Milos Kerkez. And Mikalenko without particular certainty.
I've been there in that position. It's not pleasant when it's coming at you quickly.
Do you have as good an outcome as that, Jim?
I usually came close to the screen. An OG.
Szoboszlai. Whistle's gone. And O'Brien, amongst others, getting in a tangle. Tarkowski inevitably involved too.
Yeah, I mean, Tarkowski has just kind of thrown one in there, hasn't he, just to make sure the referee is on his side.
Jack Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Gay. Grealish toppled.
These blue guys are desperate to equalize this game.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's Jones that actually catches him as he's trying to protect the ball, Grealish.
And the story of the season is written. It will be that Jack Grealish's loan acquisition is regarded as one of the more inspired signings. And then Dewsbury Hall goes into the book.
Yeah. David Moyes has gone crazy. You know, the arms in the air a few moments ago, and he's disgusted at what's going on.
David Moyes earnestly asking for answers from Bobby Madley, the fourth official. Gay. Garner. Grealish. It's Bradley who's penalised.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been forewarned about Grealish and the fact that, you know, he is willing to go down easily, and you can't afford to bite, have that little bite and make any sort of connection.
Liverpool have won 6 of the last 7 derbies here. It's by no means confirmed as a home win. Getting the side transformed since the break. It's Ghana.
I mean, that was certainly more shot than trying to pick somebody out of the far post.
You don't see I play 6 UD safe. You get it there. I'm not being paid from my side because I don't play it anymore. So life is always hard like this now.
Jones, grabbing back.
I could have gone back to Jones.
Barry, maybe offside, and the flag does go on.
It just goes hard like that, just yeah.
Pretty clear.
With one of his assistants, Billy McKinley. Conor Bradley. Gravenbeck. Kirkes. Beards. Time to dwell. There's a shirt pulled by the German, and that will be a yellow card for him. Quickly in on Barry. Gay. O'Brien. Tarkovsky. Just 4 times in the last 22 Premier League games. Winners of 5 of their last 7. He committed himself as a gap there for Liverpool to exploit.
Sweeper keeper, Pickford, read it well.
High handball, and able to keep the ball within bounds by Grealish. It's going to be a throw.
Everybody was appealing for it, but the referee couldn't see it.
Soboslai. Jones, Wirtz. Soboslai.
Might have been better just hitting it on his left side.
send on Charlie Alcaraz. Grealish. As well as Alcaraz, it's going to be a first appearance in league football. Everton colours for Tyler Dibbling.
Yeah, well, Moyes clearly feels with the changes he's about to make that it might be today that they can produce a late show.
Isak, and Salah was just about to pull the trigger. Flag was up for offside.
Yeah, he didn't know, Tarkowski. I mean, he had to make the challenge. He hasn't got time to look up to see if the assistant is raising the flag.
Really promotes the game.
And he was right to raise that flag.
I see this, yeah.
So Alcaraz and Dibbling.
Salah
and Jai. And Mikalenko.
Before one of these goals in was scored.
Presumably mean James Garner to left back.
He's already there. He's already in the position.
And the £35 million signing from Southampton gets his league debut for the Toffees.
Yeah, Dewsbury Hall has just dropped in to play alongside Gay, and Alcaraz is going to play off Barry. Dibbling from the...
Grealish.